Are you ready to have some fun?
Soccer boppers!
Welcome to
Let's race.
Yes! Who has?
Mr. Oaks's The Gym Boss.
Hey guys, Mr. Oaks here, and if I had to guess, you might be going bored out of your minds. No worries, I got you covered. Today, we're going to be making an indoor obstacle course, so stick around, because you, my friends, are going to be in for some action.
May I have your attention, please?
Welcome to Mr. Oaks's The Gym Boss, keeping you active with workouts and games that you can do right at home. I'll also bring you some tips and tactics to help keep us healthy, and of course, you can count on that we're going to have lots of fun. So go ahead and like and subscribe, and I'll be bringing you many activities in the weeks to come. I'm excited. I hope you are too. So let's get started. And now it's time for Mr. Oaks's Healthy Living Tip of the Week.
Guys, before we get into our main activity today, I thought I'd take a little time to talk about a little healthy living tip. You know, one of the things I struggle with is often getting enough fruits and vegetables and my daily recommendation of fruits and vegetables in. So one of the things that I will do is I'll set little timers throughout the day, usually 2-3 times a day. I'll set a timer. And whether I'm not hungry or not, when those timers go off, and I know you guys probably have a lot of like different stopwatches or devices, so you could do this too. But when those timers go off, I'll make a plan to like eat an apple, maybe at 10 o'clock in the morning, or at 4 o'clock when I get home, I'll make it a point to eat some carrots or something like that. So one thing that you guys could do, if you're trying to get more fruits and vegetables and struggle like I do at times to get them in, you just make a plan for it. Set some timers, and whether you're hungry or not, put those vegetables and those fruits down at those times throughout the day, and that'll be one way you guys could get your extra fruits and vegetables in. A lot of antioxidants too to help fight off sicknesses and all that stuff in those things. All right, now let's get back to the show.
All right, guys, so today's main activity is going to be an indoor obstacle course. I have my daughter along with me. This is Allison.
Hi, guys.
And she's going to be helping us out. She's a third grader, and she's just like you guys, been at home for a while. And we were actually just doing some of her schoolwork up in the office. And she's been working on it all day, pretty much just sitting there. And I noticed that you got a little bit tired just sitting there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so what we did, we got up, did a little exercise, and then she felt a lot better. You know, because some of those, as you're sitting, it's too much sitting is bad for us, as we know. So throughout the day, don't be afraid to get up and move. And we're going to give you an activity here that you can do and get up and move. As I mentioned, the indoor obstacle course. Relative to the standards today, we've got a few standards going on. We're going to be doing standard 5, which recognizes the value of physical activity for health, enjoyment, challenge, self-expression. Self-expression is a big one here because you're going to be able to create your own obstacle course in your house. We're going to show you some ideas and stuff that we do, but you're going to be able to create it in your house, and you're going to adapt it and change it to fit your needs. So that's going to give you plenty of opportunities to have great self-expression. So keep that in mind. Also on standards, there's going to be obviously some fitness involved here. Basic movement skills, getting moving, just like when we do in class. You guys are used to doing agilities and our stretching, and you know, add the stretching to your regimen before you do the main activity. You guys probably, all of you by now know our stretching routine. Go ahead and do that. Give that a try, and then we'll get to our main activity, which we're going to do now. All right, so let's get to it. The plan. Step 1. You know, just coming up with some ideas. You might want to sit down on a piece of paper, write it out. What are your ideas? How many number of things are you going to do or want to do? We're definitely going to show you ours, as mentioned before. We'll show you what we set up here in a second. But come up with your own ideas. Don't be afraid to be creative. Are you going to incorporate fitness? So do you want to do like push-ups or planks, things like that, jumping jacks, utilizing your areas? Are you going to have any skills involved? So, for example, do you want to use a throwing motion? Or do you want to catch something? You could definitely work that skill in. And then keeping in mind your area and your layout, all houses are different and everybody's setup is a little bit different. So you're going to have to think about your layout and just what could you use. And then lastly, if there's anything else that you want to add that we didn't even cover, don't be afraid to be creative. And that's step 1. All right, now that we have our plan, it's ready for step 2. And step 2 includes what supplies are you going to get together. You've came up with the different ideas of things you want to do. Now it's time to gather the supplies. So for example, what are you going to use for cones? I know what we're going to use is like water bottles that we are empty. We're going to fill them back up, save the cap. We saved the cap so that way we could fill them back up with water. But we're going to use water bottles to mark different spots, but you really could use anything. I mean, Allison, you had some really good ideas the other day. What do you think different ideas that they could use for cones if they don't have water bottles?
Well, you can use lots of things like pillows and balls and cones and lots of other things too.
Yeah, so you don't be afraid to get creative there with marking your spots, random toys that you have, anything just to mark a location. In our particular case, we're going to have a target. We're going to use, for our target, we're going to use a laundry basket, but you could use things like a cardboard box. You could even use those paper bags that they have like at the grocery store, opened up, something for a target. Are you going to have balls or anything like that? Of course, probably all of you have different things laying around. We have some balls here, but those, even though they're soft, they can knock something off. We're actually going to use socks rolled up into a ball and use those because they're super soft. Check with your parents though, because I want to be breaking something in their house, then you guys could be blaming me, so don't be doing that. So check with your parents first before we start throwing things in the house. And then we're going to have different things to jump over as well. And in our case, we're going to be using towels and just rolled up towels that we can jump over in our indoor obstacle course. And then if there's anything built into your house, so like we are fortunate enough to have some staircases, and so stairs are great because it's a good exercise. So going up and down those stairs could be a part of your supplies, just what is built into your house. A front stoop. I mean, yeah, we're inside mostly, but nothing right now says that we can't go outside. So if you have a front stoop, you could use that for up and down with the stairs. And then also timers. So most of you have devices, things like that, cell phones of maybe your parents, or Kindles, or the Chromebooks even have timers, and we'll show you a little bit about that. You can even go onto Google, and then you search stopwatch, and then it comes up. Since you guys are using Chromebooks, that could be another way to have a timer. But there's plenty of different things. Your devices, computers, obviously a clock would also be a good timer. So don't be afraid to use those type of things as well. Okay, now it's time for step 3. And step 3 is the setup. Let me first start by telling you there is no right or wrong way to set your obstacle course up. You really could do anything, and you need to really utilize the area and layout of your house. That's definitely important. So take that into mind. Use what you can. If you have like a kitchen island or something you can run around, your parents are okay with you running in the house. If not, you can always obviously walk in the house from area to area, but it's going to be different for each house. And now we're going to show you what we did and how we set it up.
All right, so now it's time for our setup. And just remember, as I previously spoke about, you can set yours up a little bit different. We're going to show you what we did, so that way that you have some ideas. Use any of these that you feel make sense for your place. They don't have to be exact, but I think it'll be a good start for you. All right, so over here, the first thing we're going to do is we have our Chromebook here, so we're going to hit the stopwatch. Just on Google, so your Chromebooks or whatever you're using. You could use a phone as well, like we talked about. But you can go on Google, type in stopwatch, and it comes up right away. You don't have to do anything. You just press start and stop using your Chromebook. We're going to start here. We're going to go forward. Then we're going to backpedal. Then we're going to go forward again. And we're using these water bottles like cones, so sort of like a Z motion. I'll show you that one more time. So we're going to go up, then back, then up again,
using these as cones. If any of the water bottles fall over when you're going, start back over. That's what we're going to do for our obstacle course. We're then going to come over to this section where we set the towels up. And with the towels, we're going to jump over them. 2 feet jumps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then after that, we're going to go around our island. We're going to go over to a push-up location. Now, with this push-up location, we're going to come over here and take a look. We're going to be using a phone here with a timer. And we set the timer here to have a barking timer. You can use a lot of sound effects. We're using barks because we like dogs. At any rate, when we get here, we're going to go in, do push-ups. We'll hit the start button. We're going to do push-ups for 30 seconds. If you're kindergarten, first, second, go ahead and do 15 seconds. For you older students or students who are a little bit stronger, you guys could obviously up the time. We're going to use 30 seconds. And then, so we're going to do push-ups. Once we get too tired and can't do push-ups anymore, we'll go into those planks. And we'll show you that more in a second. After we're finished, we'll continue on around the kitchen area. And we're going to go to our next station. Our next station over here is our throwing station. We have a towel marking where we want to throw behind. We're using, again, our socks right here, and we have a basket. Let's come over here and take a look at the basket. The basket's our target, like mentioned before, and we're just going to toss these in. If we miss, and I'm going to show you I missed it. If you miss, go retrieve it, bring it back, and then make it the next time. For older students, 3rd grade up, make all 3 socks. For kindergarten, 1st grade, 2nd grade, make 1. If you feel like your skills are up a little bit higher than that, go ahead and try for 2 if you need a little bit more of a challenge. After that, since we have a staircase, we'll make all 3, but then we'll proceed to our staircase. We're going to go all the way up to the top of the stairs, up here, and then we're going to come all the way back down, and then we're not finished. We're going to run back to where we came from, and here's another adaptation depending on what age. If you are kindergarten, 1st grade, 2nd grade, go ahead and hit the stopwatch. If you're older, 3rd through 5th, or if you want more of a challenge, you're not finished. Run it 3 times total. Once you get too tired, if you're in kindergarten, 1st grade, 2nd grade, and you're only doing it once, go ahead and take a break, a rest time, and then afterwards, you could do it again later, like maybe 10, 15 minutes, try it again. And again, don't be afraid to try this multiple days throughout the week. All right, so now let's run our course and actually show you how we do it. All right, so now we're going to run it, and we have Allison who's going to run it first. Are you ready to do this? Mm-hmm. Cool. So we're going to see how she does. We'll let you see our time. She's going to run it, and I'm also going to run it. But because we want to look cool too, let's go ahead and turn that filter on, okay? All right. All right, Allison, you ready? Let's get this going. All right, you ready? You got to hit the stopwatch first. Ready? So we're going to take the mouse down there, and you're going to hit it and then take off 3 times. We're going to do it 3 times because you're in 3rd grade, right? So you're going to do it 3 times. Kindergarten, 1st grade, they could do it once. 2nd grade, maybe 2, 3 times. Depends. If they want more of a challenge, they could do it even more than that. So it'll be up to them. We'll let them kind of decide based on their fitness needs and also their ability and levels. All right, so you ready? Okay, cool. Let's see it. Nice job. Good work. And remember, you're doing these. Once you get too tired and can't do any more push-ups, after the 32nd, you go right into that plank. And we worked on planks in class, so you'll know that plank. So as soon as you get too tired, if you still can't make it 30 seconds, she's at 15 right now. Kindergartners, 1st grade, 2nd grade, feel free to just do 15 seconds on your timer. She's now into that plank position, and you can tell she's definitely getting some good workout and good exercise in here. Nice job. Timer's going off with the barking. Well, we forgot to put our socks back. That's all right. She made the first one. Nice job. Oh, she missed that one. She's got to go get it. Bring it right back to the line. Go ahead and sink it this time. All right, cool. Up and down the stairs quickly, as fast as you can. Touch the top and right back down, back to the starting line. She's got to do this 2 more times. She's doing really well. She's coming back to the start line now. She's not finished. Repeat 3 times. Up. Don't knock over the water bottles or you have to start over. Jumping section. Getting a lot of good fitness here. And she's gonna hit the timer. The dogs will start barking here in a second. Play with that timer. Make it fun. This being her second time through, don't be shocked if you can't do as many push-ups this time as last time. She's doing a really nice job. She's into that plank now. Great job working on her muscular endurance. Straight backs. Now she's off to the ball area. Sunk it. Nice job. Hit again. Oh, she misses that third one. She's doing awesome though. Ah! No! Oh, come on. 3rd time's a charm here. Make it this time. You got this. Nice. Up and down the stairs. It is harder when you're more tired. Skills tend to, as you get tired and physically, your skills tend to get a little bit more difficult. She's taking her socks back so that way they're there when she comes back next time. And this will be her last one. She'll get to hit that stopwatch. Up, back, up again. Over to our jumping area. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Over to the plank area. She's doing great. Or the push-up area. She forgot the timer. Nice. 30 seconds. Again, younger students, you can go less time. Make it suit your needs. Everybody's different. And there's no worries with that at all. You can tell she's getting more tired, but she's doing really good. The first time I noticed at 15 seconds, she did push-ups for 15, then went into the plank afterwards. Now, it being her 3rd time through, she's having to do the plank right around the 20-second mark. So that's okay, because you're just building muscular endurance and muscular stamina. Nice job. Last time through. 1, 2, 3. Nice. Made all 3 of them in a row that time. She's getting better. Practice makes perfect. Back to the starting point because you gotta hit the stop. You gotta hit the stop button on the stopwatch. Hit that stop button. Yay! Nice job. Way to go. Boom. And all you guys at home, if you're doing it too, give me a high five. Boom. All right. So now it's my turn, and I'm gonna do the 3 reps as well. We'll see how this goes. All right, what'd you got? You had 4 minutes and 13 seconds on the course. So if we run it later, we'll see if we can beat that time. 4 minutes, 13 seconds, you got it? Well, yeah, okay. All right, let me hit the reset button on the stopwatch. This does get tiring. 13 more seconds. Good workout though. Get too tired, you can go into the plank. Try to make it all the way. Stairs. If you have stairs, use the handrail. Touch top. Back down. Whew, I'm getting tired for sure. Ooh, man, I'm tired.
I'm gonna plank. This is definitely a workout. And fun. Try to keep my back straight. Ooh, this is wearing me out. Missed. Too tired. Missed twice. Yeah. All right. One more to go. One more. Woo! All right, plank time. Try not to let yourself drop, whatever your timer's on. Okay. Woo! I'm worn out. Allison, you want to come check my time out? I bet you're going to want to do yours again. That's tough. Good work.
Congratulations, if you've made it to the end of this video, you very likely completed the obstacle course. Good for you. Here's a couple things to think about as you just completed it. Don't be afraid to run it several times throughout the day, or even several times this week. I know in our class we only meet once per week, but that doesn't mean you couldn't do this 2, 3, 4, 5 times per week. Anytime you need a break, you guys have been sitting around doing all the schoolwork, things like that. Don't be afraid to get up and run your obstacle course. But in order to get full credit for today's lesson, you also need to pick up your toys or your different items that you used for your obstacle course, because we don't want to leave a mess behind for our parents. So in order to get full credit today, make sure you pick up your items. Thanks for watching. Again, I'm Mr. Oaks. This is Allison. Hope you enjoyed today's episode, and we'll see you next time.
You've just watched Mr. Oaks's The Gym Boss, keeping you active with games and activities that you can do right at home. We hope you enjoyed today's show and got some healthy tips, advice, or exercise to help with your healthy living goals. We'll see you next time.